Bum ba da bum 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 bum.
What's going on, guys? It's Frank Buddy Gaming. Today, we're doing some more Skywars, but oh my gosh, the craziest thing actually happened to me. I have this bike, right? I'm 16, but I don't have my driver's license yet, and I don't have a car or anything. So I ride my bike everywhere. And I got up this morning, and I went to the pool to swim, to do some laps, right? And I get in the pool, I do like a 500 or something, and then I get out, I shower, and I go out, and I had hidden my bike behind a building across the street from the rec center. So I hid it like on the other side of the building so that anybody coming down the street wouldn't see it, and anybody going from the rec center to the junior high, like just down the block, wouldn't see it, right? Because in my town, it's a big-ish city. There's a lot of bike theft. People steal bikes all the time. And so I get out of the pool and I start walking to where I put my bike, and it's gone. My bike is just gone. And that's never happened to me before. I've never had a bike stolen. I've known people who had bikes stolen. I knew a guy his family had 2 bikes stolen. It's kind of crazy. There's a lot of bike theft in my town. But it was gone. And just to give you like a quick background to like what that bike meant to me. It was like, I don't make a lot of money, but I made enough money to buy that bike. My dad helped out a little bit, but I bought that bike, right? It's a pretty expensive bike. And I use it all the time. It's how I get places. And sometimes my mom will drive me places, but when I can, I pretty much always use my bike, right? So, I lost it. It was gone. And this bike meant a lot to me. It's really fun, it's a fun thing, and it's like my mode of transportation, so it's important. And it's funny, I've crashed that bike so many times. One time, I was holding a book. I was going somewhere where I wanted to bring a book, right? And I had one hand on the handlebars and one on the book. And I take a turn a little bit too hard, and so I'm wobbling, and I get in the grass. And with the one hand on the handlebar, I hop back on to the sidewalk, and I'm going, but just because I just got back on the sidewalk, I'm not quite going straight. So when I get to the street, I go off the curb, and since I only have one hand, it's not stable enough to catch. So when it hit the ground, it turned underneath me, and I crashed the whole bike, scraped up my knees, scraped up my hands, and went straight home, right? Another time, this spring, I was biking around in a parking lot with my friends, and there was a big snowdrift, and I'm like, I'm gonna bike right through that snowdrift because it's on the cement, and it's not in the grass or anything. It's in the parking lot. So I decided to bike through it, and I got through. It was fun. Made my bike all squeaky, but I'm like, that was cool. I'm going again, except in the deeper part of the snowdrift. And so I go, and I get up some speed, and I go through the snowdrift, and boom! I crashed my bike so bad, and it really rattled my wrists. That really hurt. Another time, I was just biking with a friend, and I tried to take a turn too hard, and it just skidded out underneath me, and I just hit the ground, and my friend was like, okay. In any case, that bike meant a lot to me. So when I saw that it was gone, I was like, yo, what am I gonna do? So I ran out into the parking lot, and I looked around, and there was nobody there. And I went to the other side, and I kind of looked around. Nobody there. And I just started running. So I'm running towards the junior high because I know some junior high student probably stole my bike, and it's around there somewhere. They could have hidden it somewhere, but I'm going to look. So I start running, and I pull my backpack off and grab my phone, and I call my mom. I'm like, okay, I lost my bike. I'm going to go look for it. So I'm running. And then I slow to a walk, and I'm kind of looking around. I don't see anybody, but I'm looking in the ditches and stuff near the school. I get to the bike racks in front of the school. It's not there. I look at all the bikes. I probably looked really sus just checking out all the bikes, But I keep walking around the school because I know it's around here somewhere. And I get to the parking lot behind the school, and I see my bike. And I'm like, yes, I found it. Let's go. And so I run over. I find my bike, and I'm like, okay, so this could be a huge misunderstanding. This isn't actually my bike, even though it looks exactly the same. It's the same brand, same colors, right? But I look, and it's got the same dents in the kickstand, and it's got all the like it's got rust in the right places. It looks exactly the same, you know. And the main thing is I greased my brakes the other day, which apparently isn't something you're supposed to do because it makes the brakes not work very well. And so I hopped on the bike and I started going and I tested the brakes and they worked exactly the same. So I knew it was my bike. So I go for a little joyride, right? Oh, I'm biking around, you know, and I'm like, you know, I want to leave that kid a message, right? So I go back to where I found my bike and I'm like, I don't have anything to like write with because it's behind the school by the railroad tracks near a ton of like big construction crates because they do construction on the school a lot. And it was over there. And I'm like, okay, I don't have like paper and I don't have anything to write with, so I can't really leave a message. So I just decided to do a goofy dance in front of like over where my bike was, hoping that kid could see me. So I just do the dance, you know. And then I'm like, all right, that's good enough, right? And so I go and I'm biking around a lot and I'm like, I'm gonna go get some McDonald's. Because I like McDonald's, guys. I really like McDonald's. And so I go to McDonald's and I get on my phone and I'm texting all my friends. I lost my bike, but I got it back. So I texted Pizza Angel and I texted another guy on my Discord server and I texted Fireball and I texted my dad and it was really cool. I was so proud. And I told the McDonald's workers like, my bike just got stolen. Yeah, but I found it. I found my bike. And so I was really excited, you know. And then I thought, well, you know, maybe that kid didn't see me do the dance the first time. So when I'm going home from McDonald's, I stop by the school again where my bike was. And I just start kind of biking around all high and mighty through the parking lot, just going in circles or whatever, you know. And then I put my bike down and I take a ton of photos, like these ones, right? And then I went home, you know, and I told my family all about it and stuff. And man, like I'm a bigger guy, right? I'm not that big, but you know, I'm pretty big. And like I said, I do jiu-jitsu. And I was so ready to get in a huge fight over that bike. Like I was like, I need that bike. I was so mad. But I found it. It's kind of crazy. It was like the main character moment, you know? You know what I mean? But yeah, so I lost my bike. It was stolen, but then I found it. So yeah. It's actually crazy. It still feels crazy to me. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you check out my Discord channel. It's in the link in the description. Make sure you like and subscribe because you know, I want to get the channel monetized. Maybe if my bike gets stolen again, I'll have a monetized channel. I'll be able to buy a new one. You know. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later.
Bum ba da bum 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 bum.